Hello everyone, this is my back from Mexico recap to give you guys the synopsis of how everything shook down. As you can see, I'm back at home in long sleeves instead of my swimsuit where I was dripping with sweat all the time. And yes, I have not gotten back to doing my hair, even though I could do my hair, but in Mexico there was no point because it was hot and sweaty and all of that. So here's the fascinating thing about what happened with my scale and my inches. So the morning I left, which was Sunday, October 24th, I was at 147.0. Fast forward to yesterday morning, because we flew in Sunday night. We went Sunday to Sunday, so we came home Halloween Eve, or the night of Halloween, and then the next morning, yesterday morning, I was 147.2. So I was up 0.2, which we know with travel, you retain water and all of that. So I felt like it wasn't really quite accurate, but of course I wanted the numbers. So then this morning is the number that I feel like is really how this thing recapped, giving me a day to just get the water going, the water retention and all of that out. Well, this morning, wait for it, my scale was actually at 146.0. So in that 9-day stretch, where 8 full days of them were travel in Mexico, I lost 1 pound. What? Throw in the comments if you've ever gone on a trip and actually lost weight. Say never lost weight or gain like crazy, which has been my past. So I wanted to make a couple part video of this that I'll be loading on TikTok and then the stretch on YouTube. But here's the fascinating thing. So I kind of feel like God was in my corner this time, because remember my planning for Mexico video talked about me bringing this with this down to the beach to try to compensate for the 12 nachos that I was going to have, and then the little squares of the BLTs that we get every year. But Guido's had not paid their taxes, so Guido's was shut down by the government and going to be opening back up in 2 weeks. So now I didn't have to navigate any of this to still get what I want, but not as much, and trying to balance that out. So really my days, as if you've watched all those TikTok videos and YouTube videos, is I just started my morning with my shake, and then I did a bunch of bars in my little cooler pack down at the beach, and then I did the dinners where I was allowing myself up to 12 chips, but most of the times I didn't even do the 12 chips. Then I always doubled my protein, and almost every single night I did fajitas, except for one night, and yes, I had 2 corn tortillas, just because I know corn are a little less carbs than flour. So other than that, I didn't really navigate anything that was really crazy. And then, like I said, my gelato, I can give. Like that, I don't love gelato. Now, if it was Baskin Robbins, watch out. Like me white knuckling it through their hot fudge and their whipped cream and everything like that. Oh my gosh. And even, by the way, I didn't say this in a video. You know how I was doing brownie bakes or cinnamon and cream cheese swirl cakes? I did buy a thing of whipped cream, and you saw me do that in my first video, but their whipped cream wasn't sweet. It was almost a little sour. So after the first night, I didn't even use it again. Isn't that fascinating? So the couple of things I wanted to recap on this is, number one, every year I bring these with me, because when I've been eating good and then I go into not eating good, my stomach is a wreck and the acid reflux kills. And as you guys know, when you don't have all the right enzymes in, and now all of a sudden you're pumping in things you don't normally eat, now at that point, boom, that acid kicks in. So when we're down there every year, I live on these. And I purposely chose these ones that are the smoothies, because the little round ones that I lived on last year, I wasn't even thinking through that they're full of sugar, because they taste amazing. They're like these little, I don't know, Skittle kind of things with antacids in them. So I purposely chose these, and I never even had to open them because of the choices that I made. So just wanted to show you that Also, this is the first trip I've ever gone on where I had all intentions of eating the fuelings, packed it all up, and look, this is all that I have left. And yes, I realize like my purse always has like 4 or 5 fuel bars in it just to go there. And then I did have a couple of brownie bakes left due to me just grabbing a bar or whatever, or actually, I guess counting this out because I did these perfectly. We were there 7 nights and I only used 4 of the 7, 3 of the 7 nights, and then I did a bar or whatever. So yes, I have these left over because I didn't do them. And then of my bars that I packed enough bars to have 3 bars a day, my shake in the morning, 3 bars, and then 1 of these at night. But really all I have left is 5 bars, but actually I already had 4 in my purse. So realistically, I only came back with 1 that I didn't eat and this. How huge is that, you guys? So here's the thing that I talk to all my clients about is you get to let your journey be whatever you want it to be. For me, I am seeing numbers on the scale that I haven't seen in 6 years, probably due to, after I lost my weight, I kept a lot of it off for easily 4 years, I think. But I got down to 136, but I kind of hovered around 150. And when you're not quite on plan, that 150, and I'm 146 right now, this is bloat, right? Where right now, for me at 150 a couple weeks ago, this wasn't because it was fat burn 150, not on and off 150, right? So that's my thing about it. And I'm going to do a couple more videos later. I just this morning pulled on my old pants that I wore when I was down at that 136 and let you guys watch me through this last, I guess it's, oh my gosh, it's only 9 pounds. The next 9 pounds to get back to my lowest on Optavia before I got shingles in the eyeball and steroids threw 20 pounds right on. Bam. That's in my old videos. Anyhow, so here's the thing that I would say is, how did I get here? How did I create a solid Mexico trip? It was not because I white knuckled it. I have done a lot of work previously on my mental component to be able to make the choices that I wanted. Because if I had packed all this stuff and had all intentions, but I hadn't worked this bag would still be full of fuelings because we would have gone out every day to eat for lunch and because Guido's was closed or whatever, or I would have had, like we've done in the years past, 2 pieces of white bread because their bread is amazing because it doesn't have GMOs. So white bread, ham sandwich with butter. I love butter and ham sandwiches. And that would have been what I would have done in the past. But because, like I said in my previous videos, back when I really got the green light to lock and load with my adrenals, I listened to a podcast minimum 1 time a day. And there were days that I had listened to 4 podcasts because I was having cuckoo brain around, I am 193 pounds, it's so far away, blah, 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 right? Like my brain was doing that because holy cow, when you're in a size 12, and you should be in a size 14, that size 6 that's in the top of your closet and size 4 is so far away that your brain sabotages you. So overall, what I'm saying is this didn't just happen. This happened because I've done the work mentally, minimum 1 time a day since March, because I knew what I wanted to create, and white knuckling it with food is never what you will be able to accomplish ever to get to your goals. So that's where I would say, if you're watching this and you're thinking, yeah, but Gwen is a coach, or but Gwen, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? March 1st, when I finally really started back 100% on this journey, I was Gwen Peterson, the 193-pound, overweight, frustrated, angry. What's wrong with me? Why can't I do this? I have no energy. I would rather drink Diet Coke all day. Oh my gosh, I'm so bored of all the food. I've been doing this 8 years, right? But my why And what I wanted for my health was bigger than my excuses. My why was bigger than my excuses. And even if your why is huge, but you don't do this a minimum of 1 time a day, I don't care how big your why is, that you need metformin because you're on the verge of type 1, or you have high blood pressure, you have high cholesterol. This could be huge. But if you don't do this, you will never ever get to where I currently am and where I'm about to go. So comment below if this spoke to you on what you need to be doing daily to start having the results that you want to create for you and your future. Because yes, was Mexico a blip on the radar? Yes. Did some of the people that go with us gain 7 pounds? Because they ate the sandwiches, they ate tons of chips, they ate the not great choices, drank full-fledged Cokes instead of Diet Cokes. Yeah, and guess what? For the next 2 weeks, they're gonna be paying for that 7 pounds. Where me, I'm now down 1 pound from when we left last Sunday. So please comment below if this spoke to you and what you want for your future, because I'm hoping that me doing these videos helps you understand that I didn't start here. I've had to get here, and it's been a long, hard journey. But if you choose you have everything you need to make it work, because you have the Primal Potential podcast. You have the Optavia Habits of Health podcast. You have the life book. But your coach can't make you do the work. My coach didn't make me do the work. She's like, Gwen, when you're ready, keep me posted. It had nothing to do with her. It had everything to do with me and doing the work. So thank you guys for sticking with me through Mexico. Hope this spoke to you, and let me know what questions you have or tell me your thoughts. Bye, guys.
At Optavia, our mission is to offer the world lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. The following audio contains personal testimonials of independent coaches and clients within the Optavia community. Their results are based on the unique experiences of their journey. We cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. We hope these stories inspire you to continue your journey with or join Optavia, but please note that they have not been verified and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you speak with a healthcare provider or doctor prior to beginning your journey with Optavia. Additionally,